So think of your thyroid hormones getting produced, sort of like your dad trying to get kids to do chores, like putting dishes in the dishwasher and turning that dishwasher on. So in this analogy, your dad is that pituitary gland, which then makes the TSH, which is basically the idea of nagging the kid. That TSH literally is the thyroid stimulating hormone. It is what stimulates the thyroid to make the hormones. So in this analogy, the kid is the thyroid, and their chore, or doing the dishes, is to make T3 and T4, and also calcitonin, but we're not going to talk about that because that has different set of implications on your thyroid health. So dad is nagging the kid to do the chores. That means the pituitary is creating the TSH to tell the thyroid, hey, make those hormones. Now you've got mom. She's the hypothalamus. She's the big boss. She's making the TRH to remind dad that he needs to get the kid to do the dishes. So mom, hypothalamus, she's kind of upstream, reminding, that's the TRH hormone, reminding dad to get the kid to do the dishes. So this is, again, that whole big assembly line. This is the idea that your hypothalamus does something to then stimulate the pituitary that does something to tell the thyroid to create those hormones, the T3 and T4. So that is a lot going on upstream just to make sure those chores are getting done, those dishes are getting put in the dishwasher and done correctly. Now, what if dad, the pituitary, is doing this nagging, creating the TSH, but those chores aren't getting done? So again, remember what those things represent. Dad's pituitary, the nagging is producing the TSH. The kid is the thyroid who needs to do the chores, which is producing those hormones. But the kid refuses. That means the pituitary still is creating TSH. He's still telling the thyroid, hey, make those hormones, buddy. We need those hormones. But the T3 and the T4 are not getting created because the thyroid's just not cooperating. So in this case, your TSH is going to look normal on your labs, even if you don't feel normal, because again, you need the T3 and the T4 to continue down the assembly line, do all the converting they need to help with all of those bodily functions we've talked about, that radius, that colorful circle. So we need to have the labs tested for a T3 and T4 at a bare minimum. We need to see that they're optimal. And in this case, this is why we need more than just that TSH to be measured. So if that's all the doctor is testing, your TSH, and says, hey, it's normal, your thyroid's fine, we have no idea. We don't know. That just means your pituitary is doing its job, but we don't know if your thyroid's doing its job. It might be told to do its job, but we don't know if it's actually doing it and if it's doing it correctly. We need to see the rest of those hormones.